Good morning YouTube. Again, vlogging like this, it feels really weird. It's Saturday, but it's about 7:20 in the morning. I'm up disgustingly early, and that's because I'm off to day seat for the first time in ages. Okay, so I've just made it to the Strand. It's about 5 to 8, and now I'm going to see if there's anyone else day seating. Here's the Savoy. Bit of an update, it's quite late through in the day now. So we day sat this morning, managed to get Funny Girl tickets, and then we went to the theatre cafe and I bumped into the lovely Carol! And Michael's there as well, but I didn't think he wanted to be in the video. So yeah, we've just been chilling in the theatre cafe for a couple of hours. It's been really nice because I haven't been there in ages. So they've changed some bits around, like different stuff on the walls and things like that. And it's very, very nice. It's a very cool cafe. Like, do visit if you're in London and you like theatre. Now, we're walking towards Covent Garden. Are we? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna get a bus, then get lunch, and then we've got Funny Girl tonight. So a lovely day so far. Seeing lots of friends I haven't seen in ages. Managed to catch up with them all. Meet lovely new friends. Yay! So nice. That's all I have to say right now. I will check in with you later. Bye. So it's a little bit later on in the afternoon now. I've actually come home to take a little nap. I think because I haven't day sat in such a long time and it was quite cold this morning, it's kind of just like, I don't know. I'm not used to day seating anymore. So I'm just really tired and I want to be able to enjoy the show properly tonight. So I thought I'd come and have a quick nap. It's been a really, really lovely day so far. I wasn't expecting to see so many friends at the theatre cafe, so it was really lovely to have a catch up with all of them. And lovely to meet Coral as well. It was such a nice surprise. That's the first time I've been like recognised by a viewer, and it was really nice that we actually got to hang out as well. She's lovely. So yeah, I went and had some lunch and now it is a little bit of nap time. Also, just in case you're wondering, I mean, most people probably won't, but I've decided not to do like my normal curtain up videos this month because I really wasn't sure if I was going to get to see any theatre this month. Obviously now I will have seen 2 shows, but it just seemed a bit silly to do a curtain up just for 2 shows. And I feel like people like these sorts of vlogs more. I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments because I don't know. These vlogs are a bit more fun as well, I think. But then there's an element of professionalism in the curtain up series that I was doing. So just let me know what you prefer, if you prefer the sit down vlogs or the move about vlogs like this where I show you actually like what's happening on the go. I'm not sure how I will finish this vlog in terms of kind of like sharing my thoughts on the show, but I guess you'll see that in however I finish this video. But I hope you're enjoying it so far. So yeah, next time you see me, I'll likely be with Leo on our way to the show. Well, this is your formal introduction to the vlog. Is it? Yeah. Just waiting for the tube to go back to the Savoy Theatre to go and see Funny Girl. You're not meant to look in the screen, Leo. You were, I saw
it's all a
you.
lie.
I saw you.
It's all a lie.
How do you feel about seeing Funny Girl tonight?
Intrigued.
Do you know anything about it?
Not really, no.
Any of the songs? Anything? No, nothing.
People.
We've been to see The Book of Mormon, In the Heights, and half of Le Blanc together.
Did very well with that one.
No, that show decided to not finish for us. I don't know how Leo's gonna like Funny Girl, but we'll see. I hate vlogging in public, it's awful. That's Leo's feeling on vlogging in public. So we are on the front row, obviously, that's why we day sat. So we paid £15, as you can see in the clip that I've already put in. The stage is quite deep compared to the Menier Chocolate Factory. So I don't, it's quite a high stage still, so how are you feeling? Leo's quite tall, so it's quite weird for him to feel short. But I think you've got a good amount of leg room. Don't do that during the show, people will hate you. That would be really annoying. That's like one of the worst things when you're... Feel like a midget.
More than you already do.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, excited for the show. I suppose I shall check in at the interval. So we're just at the interval of Funny Girl now. It is amazing. Natasha is so good, and it's really nice to see it on a much bigger stage so far. Leo, you're enjoying it, aren't you?
Yes, right.
Oh, look, he's not a big theatre fan, like...
No, he's just understates things.
Yeah, he doesn't like to admit when he likes things, so... But he is enjoying it, I'm hearing him laughing a bit, so... Yeah, we're all really loving it. It's really nice to see it again, and yeah, Natasha is just incredible, so... Yeah. So it's the next day now, and I just wanted to sit down and talk about what I thought of seeing the show Funny Girl again, this time at the Savoy Theatre and not the Menier Chocolate Factory. So first of all, I just want to say how awesome it is to see a show like this having gone from a really small space to a much bigger theatre. I'm honoured to have seen Funny Girl at the Menier Chocolate Factory because I think that theatre is great for propelling shows into much bigger theatres. For example, Funny Girl's now at the Savoy, The Colour Purple was at the Menier Chocolate Factory, and it's now on Broadway, etc, etc. I think it's just a wonder to see a show in its first kind of home. Saying that though, Funny Girl I think definitely needed this massive space from the get-go. I absolutely loved seeing it at the Menier, but even when I saw it then, I felt like they just needed a bit more room. It felt a bit cramped, and it felt like with a bit more space they would just be able to do like, they'd just be able to be bigger basically. Especially considering as the backdrop for the majority of the show is obviously the theatre space on the actual back wall. In the Savoy it just looks a lot more grander, and I feel like it just works a lot more rather than it did at the Menier. This is no insult to the Menier, obviously it's a small great theatre, but for this show it just looks, a lot more like amazing at the Savoy. As well, for the whole cast, it felt like they couldn't project as much as they could, and I knew that they could because you can't be that loud in a small venue. Whereas now in the Savoy, you're playing to a massive full house and it sounds even better, especially the orchestra. They sounded incredible, like it was amazing. The music of Funny Girl deserves to be in a massive theatre, so I'm very glad that they've transferred to the Savoy. The last time I saw Funny Girl, I saw Natasha J in the role of Fanny Brice. This was one of the first shows where Sheridan had received bad family news, so was taking time off from the show, And I went in to see the show again, knowing obviously that Natasha was on, Sheridan's taking a break at the moment, but still I was very happy to see Natasha again. I was really looking forward to seeing how she was on the Savoy stage. Obviously, having seen Natasha before, I knew what to expect, but oh my goodness, in that couple of months, has she absolutely grown into this role. She has taken it on so wonderfully. Her acting for it is absolutely impeccable, and her voice is incredible. The way she sings those songs is so raw and just so powerful. It's an absolute wonder to watch and hear. Her comedy is also spot on. There's one scene in Act 2 where obviously she as Fanny is acting in a show, and she had a bit of a mishap with the moustache, and the way she handled it was just hilarious. It was truly in Fanny Brice style. This is the one thing I love about Natasha's portrayal, because sometimes when you go to the theatre, it's quite hard to sort of disengage and not think that is so-and-so playing so-and-so. When I watch Natasha, I forget, and it's just like she is Fanny Brice, and I think that is a really special thing to be able to do as an actress. Once again, I'm completely floored by her. She's a star in the making, and it's a pleasure to watch her on this little journey because it's totally propelled her into the public sphere. Sadly, not from the best circumstances, but I am so glad that she is getting this time in the spotlight to show people what she can do. It's a really phenomenal thing to see. As well, full houses are still giving her standing ovations and roaring cheers after the show, and that is such a heartwarming thing to see, her reaction to that, because she was just in absolute tears after the show finished. And yeah, it was just really special. As I mentioned before, it's great that now the whole cast have the room to use the stage more and the space of the theatre to show everyone what they've got. It's an amazing cast they've got. I love Darius in the role of Nick. I think his voice is gorgeous and his acting for this is perfect as well. He's just very like slick and sweet and charming, and it just works perfectly. As well, Joel Montague in the role of Eddie. I believe I saw him in Urinetown, I think it was, and he is just spot on for that role. He's got just the perfect mannerisms for it, and it's really lovely to see how they've cast it so well. It's just nice to see, isn't it? Funny Girl is on at the Savoy Theatre until I think it's October. I will leave a link to the show's website below if you check it out. I thoroughly recommend that you go to see it. It's just a gorgeous, like, classic musical with a killer cast. Like, go and see it no matter who is on, because the show itself is outstanding. Do let me know if you've been to see Funny Girl, and as well, please let me know which style of vlogging you prefer. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, I am going back to doing this style of vlogging for theatre trips rather than my Curtain Up series just at the moment, but let me know which you prefer. I value your opinions. If you've liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more from me in the future, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!